Tonight, tragedy during a Hanukkah celebration. At least 15 people killed, 38 people hurt.
Only appropriate response is positivity, strength, and light.
A local rabbi responds to the news halfway across the globe ahead of the national menorah lighting set to illuminate D.C. Fire and ice. Crews battling flames during wintry conditions overnight. We've got the latest details in the district.
And I have your snow totals for around the DMV, along with how chilly it's going to get tonight and tomorrow. All the chilly details coming up.
New report targets the chief. Republican lawmakers scrutinizing D.C.'s top cop. The allegations just released and how the mayor is responding. And keeping cash, from do-gooders in the DMV helping kids celebrate Christmas to tips how to get medical claims approved by the end of the year. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Tonight, we are monitoring horrifying details during a Hanukkah celebration in Australia. We've learned at least 15 people died after two gunmen opened fire at a famous beach, and at least 38 others were hurt. Tonight is the first day of Hanukkah for the Jewish community worldwide. Among those killed in Sydney, a 12-year-old child. One suspect was reportedly shot dead by police, the other in critical condition. Reportedly, they're a father and son duo. The Australian Prime Minister called the attack an act of anti-Semitic terrorism. We caught up with the local rabbi to respond.
It is our duty to proceed with courage, without fear, to be strong and resilient in the face of these threats. That's the story of the Maccabees. That's the story of Hanukkah, the victory of light over darkness, of right over might, and of justice over tyranny. We will stand strong as those who came before us.
Several law enforcement agencies here at home are increasing their presence at Jewish institutions and places of worship after this incident in Australia. D.C. police say that they are closely monitoring the incident there, and there are no current threats to synagogues in D.C., and that they are increasing their presence at synagogues out of an abundance of caution. Same goes for Montgomery County Police increasing patrols. Fairfax County Police shared a statement. They are increasing their presence around places of worship too. Also ahead, a person of interest is in custody after yesterday's deadly shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island, where they were reportedly found. The latest coming up at 6:30. Well, certainly snow was captured all across the DMV over the past 24 hours. A beautiful shot from the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol after the tree lighting there. Flurries coming down pretty handily last night. National Weather Service indicates in this area, seen on your screen in D.C., about an inch of snow fell in the city by 7 a.m. However, some of us in the DMV got hit with a little bit more. Scott Sumner standing by. How did we fare?
More than a little bit. Look at these numbers behind me. A foot of snow. We didn't even go that high here in the weather department, but Oakland topped out at 1 foot of snow in Maryland. And Maryland, out of all Northern Virginia, D.C., West Virginia, Maryland itself, topped out with the highest snow amounts across the board. As noted, Mount Savage, 8 inches. Millersville, Maryland, a little over 5 inches there. Damascus, a little under half, 5 inches, 4.8. Westminster, 4.5. Then in Virginia, Alexandria and Fairfax, about an inch to an inch and a half. And then Martinsburg, just under an inch. All right, snow's long gone for everyone except Garrett County, still holding on to these winter alerts of a winter storm warning as well as a winter weather advisory until 7 p.m. And then we've got some frigid air to build in overnight tonight going into tomorrow. Just how cold is it right now? Well, it feels like 6 degrees outside. Ooh, the actual thermometer reading is 20. What a beautiful shot, though, if you're inside looking out. And yes, it is blustery here in D.C. with 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We'll talk more about this and the wind chills. Yeah, our favorite coming up.
All right, Scott. No sarcasm there. New tonight, D.C. firefighters tackled flames overnight as snow and those bitter temps crept in across the region. Check out this scene in Northwest. Crews say the fire broke out of this two-story home on Nebraska Avenue. Intense flames, thick smoke with that snow coming down. It's unfolded in the Palisades neighborhood around 4:40 this morning. Crews found the fire was on all levels of the home, and they had to temporarily retreat because of deteriorating conditions. However, they were able to knock most of the flames down and put out those hot spots. Those living there got out okay. The cause of the fire is under investigation. One of your top stories, a scathing report by congressional Republicans alleges outgoing D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith pressured and at least one case directed a crime classification be downgraded after she was hired to tackle crime. The report from the GOP-controlled House Oversight Committee includes interview excerpts from 8 NPD commanders and alleges Smith humiliated and removed officers who failed to report low crime numbers to her. One commander claims Smith directed subordinates that certain classifications needed changing, including one instance they were, quote, instructed to reduce an assault with a dangerous weapon offense to an endangerment with a firearm offense, the latter a crime that is not publicly reported. Another commander testified there was a pattern of pressure to lower classifications of burglaries and list them as unlawful entry. Mayor Bowser's office responding to the report, saying in part, the men and women of the Metropolitan Police Department run toward danger every day to reduce homicides, carjackings, armed robberies, sexual assaults, and more. The precipitous decline in crime in our city is attributable to their hard work and dedication and Chief Smith's leadership. Well, this week, though, the Washington Post reported an investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice into the D.C. Police Department, and it found that crime stats may have been altered. However, the report does not cite a specific example of Chief Smith requesting a crime be downgraded to a lesser offense, only stating her leadership style enabled the alleged misclassifications. D.C. police have not returned our request for comment. More local news and certainly a happy holidays for plenty of families, including for those who get their sights on this house in Ashburn, Virginia. Undoubtedly getting plenty of attention and buzz for this dazzling display, competing for the best Christmas lights in the country. Our Liberty Simmons reports.
99,500 LED lights dazzle across Mike Horn's Ashburn, Virginia home for the Christmas season.
I just love Christmas. I love the lights. It's fun to see everyone out dancing in the yard, and sometimes it's also just to see how much I can get away with.
Mike started this Christmas spirit operation at his home on Rosetta Place back in 2016. It has since grown and drawn crowds.
It's absolutely amazing. It's been growing over the past decade. It was first string lights and a couple blow-ups, and it went totally across the entire house.
The pixel lights timed to music and decorated on dozens of cutout figurines. Snowman family?
Snowman family. There's one on the other side too. I'm a big fan of symmetry when I can do it.
And Mike even took us inside behind the scenes to show us his little Santa's workshop inside his garage where he programs each of the lights.
You put different effects on each object in the yard, time it up with the music, save it, and play it.
His work displayed nationally tonight on an episode of The Great Christmas Light Fight, where he will compete against 2 other homes for the top spot. But Mike says he doesn't do this for money. He just loves spreading Christmas joy.
I just hope it brings joy to people. I hope people, enjoy what we're doing, that they can come out here and kind of dance around in the street and have fun and see something maybe that they've never seen.
Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Liberty. I'd love to learn about the electric bill there. A former advisory neighborhood commissioner in D.C. is continuing his own tradition of a toy drive for families across the Anacostia River in Southeast. He says it might be more important this year than ever. Ward 8 resident Mike Austin says that he's been holding a toy drive for about 6 years. He reaches out to families who may be in need through several platforms and creates a list of people receiving gifts. It's mostly a one-man operation, but he gets help from family and friends.
I wanted to make sure that our families have a sense of dignity and that they have a sense of normalcy. It's been a crazy year with everything going on. So we really want to make sure that our families are able to wake up and on Christmas morning and have some toys.
Families in Ward 8 who may need help celebrating the holidays can contact Austin up until December the 18th. You can find his contact info on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Well, the Washington Commanders took on the New York Giants today in Jersey, ending their 8-game losing streak. Your DC News Now sports team, Alex Flum and Tiger Munn, are live in New Jersey. Something tells me it's a little chilly there, guys. What was the energy like up there, and what highlights can we expect coming up in our sports coverage?
Yeah, well, coming up, Ben, we're going to talk about the fact that we forgot what this felt like. The Commanders won. It might be an 8-degree wind chill, but it doesn't matter. The Commanders are going home with a W, which always feels better than an L, Tiger.
Yeah, Alex, it's freezing out here, but the Commanders are heating up at the right time. Yes, the playoffs are out of reach, but this team is playing for next season, and they're playing to finish strong. We'll have more coming up in the B block.
Tiger, Alex, appreciate it. We're going to have to get you a winter hat there, Tiger. Anywhere. Alex Flum is also going to have more after the break. Still to come, we are stretching your dollar with tips on how to get medical claims approved by the end of the year. Ways to save. Time now, 6:10. We take a live look at Roslyn, Arlington County. We got you covered, and everyone else across the DMV. Did you get some snow? How much did you get? Will you get some more? And what those temps might be doing overnight? Scott Sumner has your full forecast.